Hello, this is Dean McDonald from Tech Skills. In this video I'm going to show you some main components and features of computer cases. Then I'll show you some of the main types of computer cases you may find, and then I'll show you how to open a few of these computer cases. Let's go ahead and get started. Here's an example of a basic computer case. This front part is called the front bezel. It allows access to optical drives. In this case I could have 4 optical drives. Here I have 1 CD burner installed. Have slots for 2 floppy devices. In this case I have 1 and I have an open slot. Most cases have power and reset buttons on the front bezel. This one also has LED lights that indicate there is power and also hard drive activity. Some cases may also have access to other ports or components, such as this one, which has 2 universal serial bus or USB ports. It also has an audio jack and a microphone jack. Many cases have side panels that allow access to the inside of the computer. Some cases only have one side panel that comes off. Some have the back panel will come off also. And then there's a few cases that also have access to the top, where you can remove this top bezel. The top comes off and you have access to maybe optical drives or the power supply. On the back of the computer case allows access to our power supply, and then any of the integrated components on the motherboard. Our input-output cards, like our PCI cards or AGP video cards, may have access for a fan or a grill. And in this case you can see I have 2 thumb screws that will allow me to remove these and to remove the side panels. I have screws along the top to be able to remove this top bezel. To work inside a computer, I need to get inside the case. In this next section I'll show you a few of the different styles of cases. In this case I have what's called a toolless case. Toolless meaning I don't have to use any tools to get inside. To get inside the side panel, press this little lever down. That unlocks the side panel. Then I can remove the side of the case, set the panel aside, and this gives me access to the inside of the case. To access the inside of this case, I have to remove the front bezel. Lift the case up and there's a little tab under here that I can remove this front bezel. Set that aside. There will be 2 case screws. I've removed these screws already. This case has the side panel that slides forward, which I remove, set aside, and that allows me access to the inside of this case. This case is similar to I would say the majority of the cases that you're going to find out there. Generally has a side panel that comes off from the back. This one happens to have 2 side panels. I remove screws, both of the side panels come off. I also can remove screws and remove the top of the case also. On this case I've installed thumb screws for the side panels. This allows me to easily remove these without using any tools. Just remove them with my fingers and thumbs. Then once I remove the thumb screws, I can remove the side panel. Most side panels have a little notch or tab here that I can use to open it with my fingers. A lot of the times you can't get enough grip on this to be able to remove it, so I like to use my open hand and even some of my forearm, lay it on the side of the case. That allows me to get enough traction to be able to hold the side panel, to be able to remove it, and then this will allow me access into the inside of this case. In this video I showed you some of the basic computer cases that you might find. I also gave you enough information to be able to open the majority of cases that you're going to run into. Each case is sometimes like a puzzle. It takes a little bit to figure out how to get into it, but most of them have a side panel that comes off, some of them have a top panel, some of them have screws, some are toolless cases. But with the knowledge that you learned in this video, you should be able to open the majority of the cases. Good luck and thanks for watching.